Hey everyone, this is Dora. I just wanted to put a little note before we get started. There was some audio issues with Sam's track. We did our best to make sure it was listenable, but it's still a little odd. I just wanted to give you a heads up before we got started. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Previously on Follow the Leader. The quest that we decided on is the dragon, which is slay the beast that terrorizes the realm. And then we have to decide what makes our quest difficult, and what we've chosen is that its lair is remote, well hidden, or in a dangerous terrain, and the beast is crafty and clever.
Well, with your, do you not have friends who can pay your bail? He's like frantically digging through his brain to like figure out like how does jail work? How does common people work?
How does common people work?
So fucking dumb, my dudes.
No, I was passing through here when I got caught. I don't know anyone here.
How about, instead of like the mages don't join us, like the mages don't have enough people to send anybody with us. So instead of it being like they're actually disobeying an order from the crown, which is treason, they just don't have enough people, like they don't have anybody to send with us. The entire mage's tower gets burned down by the dragon.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
We now return to your game, already in progress. Alright, so who wants to pick the next challenge?
So what was the quest? What is it? It's remote, well hidden, or dangerous terrain. The beast is crafty and clever. So maybe we want to start tracking the beast down.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say that or find its lair, so
yeah.
One or the other would work.
Cool. So Sam, pick who you think would be the best to start off.
I'm going to say it's probably Tamil, actually. Because Tamil is part of the dark underbelly of the city and knows everybody, but that means you'll probably know. It's either Tamil or Louisa, because Louisa probably has a lot of contacts in like the city as a whole, as well as a peasant.
As a peasant.
As a peasant. That's all we know about her. That's all it says here. Peasant apothecary.
Well, that's because she's a minor character. She was.
Now she's your main character.
Now she's my main character. So, I think Louisa goes to Keta because they're friends.
Oh, fuck yes. Shit, now I have to remember how to do a Scottish accent. Alright. Alright, then.
Kay, don't judge him too harshly.
Please don't judge me too hard.
I was in Scotland a few weeks ago, so...
Oh, no. No. I'm so sorry. I didn't even, like, prepare this
No
either.
pressure.
Usually before I play Keta in anything, I'll, like, spend, like, an hour, like, watching different, like, acting coaching videos and stuff to remind myself what Scottish people sound like. It's fine. Alright, so you're gonna come to Keta.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to Keta, and Louisa is just like...
Let's start, like, picking our setting for our conversations at the beginning rather than deciding halfway through where we are.
That's true, but I think
Yeah.
Louisa comes to Keta, so does Keta have, like, a workshop?
Yeah, Keta has a workshop, like, up in the hills, like, that's like, sort of the foothills to the mountains, where she can blow things up without hurting anybody, because her her experiments are not always great, and she does tend to make a lot of explosions. So as you approach, there's lots of, like, craters in the ground.
That's fair, that's fair.
Perfect.
All right, so I think she comes to Keta and is just like, I haven't been contracted, but the prince came to my shop and they needed help with slaying the dragon. I don't know. I can't in good conscience just let them go by themselves and without guidance on how to use the items they bought from me.
Oh, so are you telling me to go with them?
Well, I was wondering if
I'll do that. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Let's do this. She just starts, like, picking up stuff from around her workshop. So we're slaying a dragon? We're slaying a dragon? Fuck yes.
Well, we're going to try to track it down. I thought maybe with your knowledge of the caves around here, maybe you might be able to help us with tracking the beast.
Probably could, yeah. There's a few sort of much further up in the mountains, I would say are probably our best bet, but I'd have to check them out, because there's only like 3 or 4 that are properly large enough to hold that kind of beast. I've seen it, it comes by sometimes. I usually hide when that happens, but she's just, like, chatting happily as she's picking up, like, a gun and, like, slinging it across her back, and, like, a bunch of, like, little clay bombs that are just full of gunpowder. So what do you know? So you said the prince?
Yes, the prince of the realm. He came personally with well, I think she's a thief. At least she said that she did breaking and entering, and she said that she didn't steal anything from me, so I'm assuming she's a thief. I'm not sure.
Interesting company our Majesty's keeping these days, huh?
Yes, I think so, but thank you, Keta.
You're very welcome. Like I said before, I'm not gonna turn my nose up at the chance to fight a real dragon. Are you kidding me?
Yes, I know that dragon scales crushed up are very valuable and have great medical properties.
Yeah, there's that, but there's also you get to kill a right big beast. Like,
Timorous beastie.
Big timorous beastie. you get kind of power of, like, destroying such a large and powerful life. She's, like, so pumped for this.
Oh my goodness. I love her.
Alright, well, I'll see you back in town. I've got some more stuff to prepare, but I will happily join you on your quest. Are you coming too?
I think so. I think I have to.
Alright, well, I'll see you soon then. And Kenna just, like, reaches very far up and, like, pats her on the face, because, like, she's a dwarf. She's not very tall.
Yeah, and Louise is a human, so...
She is taller than Kenna, who is 3'5".
Oh, goodness.
She's very short.
Alright,
perfect. That was a great scene.
Yes, I love Keta.
That was perfect.
That was so good.
I also love Keta. I kind of forgot how to use Keta's voice a little bit, so I just went for sort of more generic Scottish accent that kind of falls in and out because I haven't spent any time prepping, but it's fine.
I was very impressed.
Really?
Probably a better Scottish accent than I could do.
Nice. Well, that's comforting. Whose turn is it next? It's Kay.
Oh, it's me. So it is. I think I would like a scene with Neo and Tamil. Mm-hmm. So maybe, I mean, Neo doesn't like her, but they also want to use her to, find this dragon. So I don't know if they just go to Galen and they're like, can I borrow the prisoner? Or they just go and, bribe a guard without asking.
Can I borrow the prisoner?
I think it's very funny if you just go and bribe the guard without asking first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would make them feel more important, like not even asking permission from the prince. It's like a stupid, dumb power play, but...
Neo sucks. I love them.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah, so I guess they're getting Tamil out, and then... I don't know if they're just maybe having a conversation like, hey, I've let you out, you should go and find out where the dragon is, or if they're actually going somewhere together to do it.
I kind of like the idea of them just going somewhere together, because she's just kind of like, wow, I'm in the company of all these very rich, fancy people, suddenly, and it's pretty great.
Please pick Neo's pocket.
Yeah.
God.
Yes. So, you know, I like just kind of like that image of she's just kind of like, she has her hands in her pocket because, you know, hey, I'm not going to try anything funny, while we're out and about. But, you know, the fact does remain that, she's like, yeah, I'm here with a bunch of all these fancy rich people constantly pulling me out, but then also throwing me right back into jail. And so just like, even just like walking through the street, having this conversation would be fun.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, I guess Neo's just like, so, I don't know the first thing about tracking, I will admit, not exactly my area of expertise. But you probably know somebody or some trick. Is there a spell? You can just find a dragon? I don't know. Then, like, not even looking at her, just, like, waving their hands around as they walk.
Yeah, I mean, I know a spell that I could use, to track it after. I mean, it's a dragon. How hard is it to find, apparently?
Well, again, not my area of expertise. I haven't really been paying attention to this part of it.
It's your hometown, and you really don't care that a dragon's apparently running around and fucking shit up?
I mean, it's not fucking my shit up.
Okay, valid.
Well, yet, you know, that's why we're working on it. But, you know, other people can deal with the boring, you know, the logistics of finding it, which is why I've got you.
To do the boring logistics finding of it.
Yes. So whenever you're ready. You said that was a spell?
Yeah, are we gonna do it right now? Am I allowed to go outside the city walls? Because I don't know how well it will work inside the city.
Neo, like, thinks about this.
Your lordship. And she does a very arm wavy sort of bow.
They raise an eyebrow, but they're like, their ego is flattered anyway, even though they know it's...
It's all for show.
Not. Yeah. They're like, okay, but I'm coming with you. Don't do anything.
I'm so used to having a babysitter by this point that it's perfectly fine.
Perfect. Do you need anything?
Just a moment of silence when we get outside.
I'll try my best.
You seem like such a talkative type.
I try. Would you like to hear about my new purchases as of yesterday? Are you sure?
Well, if you tell me about them, I might be inclined to steal them.
They stop, like, halfway through about to, like, I don't know, they bought some kind of gold statue or some shit.
Oh, God.
Before they... And
it's
they
a gold statue of themselves.
Yes. It's a bust. They look lovely.
Yes. You know, she's like, don't tell me about it. I might also be inclined to, like, sneak into your house when this is all done and, you know, relieve you of it.
They fold their arms and they're like, fine. I'll keep it to myself.
Brilliant. So yeah, they go outside the city walls, and she just kind of like looks around for a little bit, you know, and it's very obviously calculating the chances of being able to escape. But then she just like sits down on the ground, just like off to the side a little bit, so not like in the middle of the road, and picks up a stick from the side. And just kind of starts, like, drawing symbols into the dirt in front of her. And she's just kind of doing it very, like, quickly, and it seems like fairly thoughtlessly as she goes. And then sticks the stick, like, straight up. I was about to say, sticks the stick sticking up into the ground. And then looks at it for a moment, and then looks back at Neo, and she's, do you have matches or a lighter or anything?
They sit down, like, cross-legged opposite her, and yeah, they've probably got matches or something. They hand over one match.
It's fine. She uses the bottom of her boot to light it, and just, like, holds it up to the stick, and sets the stick on fire. And then, kind of like watches, it doesn't end up burning the stick at all, but the flame starts like straight up, and then it starts like leaning in a direction, in kind of like a northwesterly direction. And she says, that way is my guess. And she just points in the direction the flame was pointing.
Is that it? Do we get like a distance estimate or anything else?
She kind of looks at the stick that's, like, the flame's, like, pointing that way, looks at them, and just goes, I don't know, okay, do you want to start gauging distance? The flame is this long, as opposed to it could be that long, and she, like, makes another indication of length, or it could be that short. So I would say it is not far, but it is not near.
That doesn't mean anything.
I can't give you meters or anything like that, like...
Travel times, maybe?
Oh, she looks at her wrist, which has no watch, pats her pockets. She has no pocket watch. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know how, one, slow our caravan might be getting up there. Two, how used to some horseback riding some of you might be for long distances. Three, are we gonna have to, like, stop to go pee every 5 minutes? Do you guys need to take, like, high tea when it comes to a certain time? These are all factors that you have to take into consideration.
No tea, only alcohol.
Oh, that you can go on the road then. Perfect. Ooh, 2 days?
That'll do. Thank you for your assistance. Let's go back to your prison.
Oh, wonderful. Being with you is kind of like a prison, but, you know, let's go.
That's what everyone tells me.
Ugh. Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah. That was good. Nice work.
Beautiful.
All right.
It's perfect. Shitty people. I love them.
They're very good. Whose scene was that? Was that Kay's scene?
It was Kay's, I think.
Cool. So now Mab is your scene.
Cool. I think, yeah, we're doing Track the Beast. I was just like, where are we again? I think it might be, I guess, like, officially map planning time. So, like, Neo, do you let Galen know? Like, okay, this might be a very hard question between the two of you, but between Neo and Galen, who's in charge of this quest?
It's Galen.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Does Neo think it's them, though?
They don't think it's them, but they like to pretend it's them.
Good. Yeah. So it's time for our little war table.
Yes, it's time for our war table so we can send troops out. So yes, we have our war table gathered around the war table. Louisa, I don't know if you would want to be there or how involved you are with the...
Can you say that we set this up in your jail cell?
Oh my god.
Please, that would be great.
We're just, like, in prison. Like, just, like, in a prison
looking at a map.
Yep.
Yes, this is perfect. Temel's like, wow, it's so nice and cozy. I love it. Great. And so she has, like, a marker that she's placed, kind of like, she's like, all right, so here's where I was. Here is the rough direction. And she does, like, a few, like, quick calculations with, like, just using her fingers. And she's like, I would guess somewhere in this general vicinity. And she, like, circles a spot on the map. I don't know what's out there because this isn't my territory. So,
Keta is here also.
Beautiful. Bless. She just points. And she's like, my guess is here. That's all I know.
Ooh, there's Keta sort of speaks up. There's two different large caves in that area that could possibly hold it. One of them is sort of here-ish. She sort of points to like a much smaller area than was circled. But it's a little harder to get to. And then there's this one, which is much farther up, but it is larger and has a path leading up to it. But you can also get to it through the back, through the mines.
And just, like, literally none of you know where this dragon is, even though it's been bothering you for who knows how long.
Galen just sort of turns his nose up. He's like, look, we don't actually have time to pay attention to where it's going to after it terrorizes our villages. We're kind of focused on the whole reconstruction thing rather than, let's pay attention to where the dragon went after it destroyed a bunch of people and killed many. Like, rolls his eyes.
Okay. It's, it's just a question. So, yeah, best guess, if we don't need to take too many pit stops, would be about 2 days. Keta, I don't know if you can corroborate that statement with your knowledge of the hills.
Sounds about right. She sort of looks a little bit closer. She's like, if we've taken horses, though, might be a little bit longer, because the hiking up this area is probably easier than riding.
All right.
She just, like, points to, like, a specific stretch of, like, the space between, like, the bottom of the mountain and the caves. She's not going to make us walk the whole way there.
Yeah, I mean, we can take horses to the foothills and then hoof it the rest of the way.
I like you. She, like, gives you a high five. It's like, yeah, it's a good one.
High five, yeah.
Hey.
If that's all right with she hand gestures to Neo and Galen. It's, if your tender feetsies can manage.
I can manage just fine, thank you.
You're welcome.
Neo, like, has their arms crossed and they're like, well, if somebody has to carry me, that would also be fine. But I'll probably manage.
Keta flexes. She just flexes her arm, she doesn't say anything.
Neo winks at her.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are. Or whenever you'll let me. If I'm going. I don't know. Am I going? Am I allowed to go with you? Or am I,
Of course you're coming with us. We need your help to fight it.
Oh, you can be the bait.
Oh, I can be the bait.
Yeah.
Great. So if I don't make it out, you can't arrest me. Okay.
Galen's just sort of squinting at her.
She smiles.
Galen does the whole, like, eyes on you, like, motion. There's, like, two fingers.
So yeah, I think that's a good
scene, yeah. So I guess, so what we're doing is track the beast or find its lair.
I've been doing track the beast.
Okay. Because, I mean, like, they're basically the same thing, but...
Yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. It just depends on... What the difference between those two is it there when we find it? If we're tracking the beast, then it's there when we get there. And if we're just finding its lair, which we've already discussed that we're not, then it's not there. So, cool. So I guess it's my turn last. And I would say that starting out on our quest to try to actually, like, track it to its home is a good next step.
Yeah.
So, like, setting out on our journey to try to find it.
Sounds legit.
Time to trek through the wilds. So I don't know who else would be there. All of you, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is Neo coming? Is Neo helping?
Yes, Neo has just a lovely horse, which is not... you know how, like, you can get horses for actual, like, riding long distances?
This is
it's
not
one of them.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. You're gonna kill your poor horse.
It's beautiful. It's just all black, gold reins. I don't think I mentioned Neo only wears black and gold.
No, you mentioned.
Good.
Oh, did I? Oh, good.
They're a person after Keta's heart because Keta also only wears black and gold.
Oh, perfect.
I do want to suggest that even though we're just doing the scene with us, like, there's probably, like, an entire retinue of people coming with us, so that way...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got, like, almost an army. We've got at least, like, the royal guards are following us.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess we're all on horses. Keta is riding a pony because she's small.
Adorable.
The pony's name is Trigger Stallion.
Oh my god.
It's the dumpiest mountain pony you've ever seen in your life.
Oh my god.
So glad.
Oh god, I guess it's my turn, so I can probably start the scene, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm starting as Galen. Galen is like riding it at the head of this, like, you know, attack force, basically, with all of you guys around him as his advisors. In some sense. But he's still got, he's got Tamil's horse, like, roped to his own horse so that Tamil can ride off.
I'm so glad.
It's like tied to his saddle.
Mm-hmm.
So Galen is not the best at like actually tracking, so Ketta's like actually in front, like paying attention to what's going on and like actually leading the way. But Galen is like leading the way, air quotes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of like actual scene can play out from this, you know? Besides just like general party banter as we walk.
Well, I mean, if we want to abstract it out, we can do that.
Yeah. Does anybody else have a good idea for something interesting happening in this scene other than just we're walking towards the thing?
Tree, rock, bush, we're gonna die.
I mean, Neo has a flask of alcohol and is
perfect.
very clearly not offering it to anyone.
Galen holds his hand out and is just like silently holds his hand out to Neo, like, hand it over for a second.
They down the entire rest of the flask and then like show that it's empty, like they tip it over this like, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry.
You know, shrugging. Sorry.
Yeah.
Galen's just like rolls his eyes and is just like, fucking idiot. Like, thanks a lot, bitch.
As soon as he turns away, they pull out another flask.
Oh my god.
Galen just fucking kicks his horse and rides ahead like dick. And as he is kicking his horse and riding ahead, Tamil's horse has to speed up to follow him.
Right, yeah.
Does Tamil have anything to say about that?
Probably just a colorful swear or two. But mostly she's sitting on the back of her horse, quite bored because she also doesn't have to lead her horse, and it's just doing like little small party trick magic.
Neat.
Cool. So
Cool, good scene, guys. So sorry.
it's okay. So that's the last scene. So we go on to ending the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we start with no stones in the pool and add 1 white and 1 red. Each player takes 2 red. If your main character is unhappy about the path the Fellowship has taken, hold 1 red stone. If your main character actually wants the quest to fail, hold 2 stones. Otherwise, hold no stones.
Got it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
And reveal.
Oh! Dora!
Hush.
Having bad luck with the emojis today, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. Hush. Nobody saw anything. So it looks like we have 0 red stones this round. So next, each player takes 1 white and 1 red. As a player, do you think the Fellowship did what was necessary to succeed at the challenge? Hold white if yes, red if no.
Alright, and reveal.
All right,
No red stones at all!
Nice.
that's 4 white stones. Fantastic.
Hell yes!
All right, so that puts us at 5 white and 1 red. So I'm going to roll a d6. 1 is red. That's a 3, so the first one is white. Now I'm going to roll a d5. 1 is red. And that's a 4, so we've got white, white. And that means...
Nice.
That means
we succeeded the challenge, and nobody dies.
Yay!
Yet.
Nobody died! Thank God.
Yeah. So, I kind of feel like the last challenge is,
Fight the dragon.
yeah, I think it's probably Face the Beast.
Hell yeah.
It's what we've been leading up to.
Yep.
Yup. And I think that, starting off with the would-be hero
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna give a rousing speech to the troops.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be my whole scene, as I get to give a rousing
good.
speech to the troops. Fuck.
Do it.
Good, I'm
Fuck
glad.
me. Okay. Oh boy. He rides up to the front of, like, the troops, and he, like, faces them all. He sort of stands up in his stirrups. He looks majestic. He's wearing, you know, gold and silver washed armor. He looks gorgeous. He's beautiful. And he faces the troops and he goes, "All of you are here for a singular purpose. Each and every one of you has come together today to fight to protect the realm from this beast. I know that you may be scared. I personally am terrified. But I need you all to know that you are doing this for the betterment of all of us. And to save your people, or to take revenge on them, the dragon, for the deaths of your family." He, like, gestures to a particular guard, and the guy just, like, sheds a tear.
What single slow tear.
Exactly. But know this. Some of you may die, yes. But you will do it. You will do it in protection of our realm, and in securing the future for our people. I thank you all for your sacrifice, and for your dedication to the cause, that you have followed me here today. Except you, Neo. You haven't done anything. Does Neo have
Did you
anything?
say...
Except you, Neo.
Oh, I was going to say
done
Tamil
shit.
because...
No, not Tamil. Tamil's done shit.
Okay. Thank you.
Neo just, like, holds their hands up and shrugs. Because they haven't done anything. They're not really planning on doing anything either, so...
So we will do this. We will win, because there's no other option. If we fail, we are our land's last hope. And if we fail, there is nobody else. So I'm not going to say we must, but we must. Thank you.
No pressure.
No pressure. He takes a bow, and he rides back to the rest of the group.
Neo does a slow... Oh, I shouldn't have clapped.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine.
It's so funny. Oh, bless. That was probably my whole scene. I mean...
That's fine.
Perfect.
It was good.
We need some, like, dramatic music behind that one.
Sweeping orchestral score, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could just, like, buy a King McLeod thing to do that with. Royalty-free
Just
music.
borrow the music from Lord of the Rings when Aragorn gives his speech.
If only. I think this is coming out after our
only.
Patreon goes up, though, so I don't think we can get away with that anymore. All right.
All right.
Dora's up next.
Ah, fuck.
That minor detail.
Yeah. I think Louisa is probably also on a pony, but not as small a pony as Keta, and I think she rides up next to Keta and is just I'm having second thoughts.
What, you don't want to fight for the glory of our country? You don't want to fight for the glory of our people? She's, like, being sarcastic. She can, like, tell that Alicia's, like, real fucked up.
I'm worried that my goods aren't good enough. I'm worried that...
Oh, but literally, listen to me. You're fine. Your work is great. My work is great. Working together, we can do anything. She, like, holds her hands up like a fist bump.
Louisa just kind of, like, stares at it for a moment, but she doesn't leave Keta hanging.
Thank you.
But her hand's shaking, and she's just...
Keta definitely, like, takes Louisa's hand and, like, pats it softly, and it's just like, listen, it's okay if you're scared, but, you know, you heard the prince. We have to do something about it. We've got to fight. And we really don't have a choice at this point either. But listen. Your goods and my brain power and inventions are going to be the thing that saves all of us. I promise. And she sort of, like, leans halfway off her pony to try to give Louisa a hug.
Aww. Yeah, Louisa accepts the hug, and it's just like, oh, okay, I'll trust you. I'll trust you. We'll get through this, and our wares will help slay this beast, and we'll go home, and then we can say that we helped, and
we slayed a dragon.
Yes.
She slaps Louisa on the back, like pretty, like giving her just, like a pat on the back, but it's like way too strong because Ketta's just beefy.
Yeah. Ketta almost, knocks Louisa off her pony, but...
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I kind of think that's a fun image to leave the scene on.
Yeah, it's good. Bless. It's a good game.
Alright, that means it's Kay's turn.
My turn. Okay, I think Neo wasn't planning to do anything, but then Galen said that, and they're a bit stung, actually.
Ooh la.
So, the thing is they can't fight. They can't really do anything helpful here. But they still want to try. But they also do not want to get in any... They want to try and look helpful without actually doing anything to get themselves in danger.
Nice going, Neo. Thanks.
So I don't know if they want to try and come up with some kind of idea with that, with maybe Keta. Like they've probably heard about how she's got this weird gun. That does damage from long range.
Oh, do you want your gun?
So, yeah, they probably... I don't know if it's like at camp or something. They just go and find Ketra and they're like, so, I don't have a weapon.
Well.
I don't really plan on fighting. But, I heard you have this gun... and it sounds great. And if I could just borrow it for, however long everybody else is fighting the dragon, I can, I don't know, what do? Do you throw it?
Throw the gun.
Keta is, sitting here, cracking up, are you kidding me? Are you joking?
What?
Are you joking?
Well, look, honestly, it's fighting, it's not my scene. I have people to do that for me.
Excuse me, let me get this straight. You want me to give you my weapon so that you can feel like you've done something useful?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly it.
Oh boy. So first of all, no. Just no.
They shrug.
Well, at least you were prepared for the rejection. No. But you're funny, so I'll let you try it once. She shows him briefly. So what you need to do, you flick the switch off, and you pull this, and you don't aim it at anybody. You aim it right there. She points at a stump that is the opposite direction from camp. You get to try it once, and then you're gonna give it back to me.
How is this meant to help with me looking impressive near the dragon?
It won't. Anyway, here you go. Here you go. She hands them the gun really carefully, and it's keep it pointed over there.
They do. But they definitely miss whatever they're meant to be aiming at.
That's fine, as long as they don't hit somebody.
No, they don't hit anyone.
Does the recoil, push them backwards quite a bit?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Keta is,
they probably
pissing herself laughing. And she takes it back.
They scowl. But they're like, listen, okay, fine, no gun, but I just need to be able to do something that can help without me being in danger.
Right. Well, that I can help you with, and that's all you had to say. She, hands them, a handful of, basically grenades. She's basically, they're just clay, clay balls full of gunpowder. that explode on impact. It's like, you can throw these at the
Neo
dragon.
has no idea what these are.
Alright, here's what you do. You throw them at the dragon, and they'll blow up. The real
Is that it? Will it kill it?
I have no idea.
Can I get credit for this?
No.
They, like, perk up.
You tell them that you got them from me, but you can use them if you'd like, because I'm going to have my hands full with this. But you're welcome to use them. You do have to tell them that you got them from me. And
Do I?
Yes, you do. Or I'll tell
Could
everybody.
I just give you money instead?
I'm never going to turn down money, but you also have to give me a contract.
No, there's no but.
You have to
No,
give me a
there's
contract
no
to supply
but.
these
Listen.
to your royal house after this.
Okay, I'm not in the royal house yet.
Yet. Galen just called from, like, really far away, and you never will be!
We'll see about that.
Galen flips them off.
But, like...
Ketta's like, do we have a deal or not?
Neo, like, makes a show of thinking about it, and then it's like, fine.
Perfect. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Your Grace. She puts her hand out to get like a solid handshake.
They handshake, and then they bring out their flask of alcohol, and they're like, would you like to drink to it?
Absolutely. She takes, like, a big swig. She also, like, crushes their hand a little bit in their handshake.
Yeah, they're just, like, shaking it afterwards, like, wincing.
Yeah, she takes, like, a huge swig of this alcohol.
They shrug and bring out yet another flask.
Solid. Good scene. A+. They're just drinking.
That's what you do before you go kill a dragon. Get pissed.
All right. So that means last scene is Mab.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. So, how close an eye are they keeping on her, like, at camp?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Neo has decided it's somebody else's responsibility.
It was never your responsibility, my dear.
Galen is busy, so, he's just sort of assuming that the guards will be keeping an eye on her. Oh, no.
No, I mean, she wants to go place, like, explosive charges around, just kind of, like, narrow down exactly where the lair might be, and, you know, place some charges around, and see if they can't nip it in the bud. And so she's also, like, she's pretty thiefy, so she might just, like, sneak out, as she's, you know, or just, she might not even, like, have to sneak. It might just kind of be like, all right, I'm just gonna go. Okay, no one's listening.
Later,
okay, bye. Yeah,
no, for sure.
Exactly like that. Oh, I said something. I totally said something. So, like, I don't know if Louisa and Keta want to come along, because explosions.
I would say yes on Keta. Keta loves to blow things up.
Yes. And Louisa?
Yes, she would.
Oh, yes.
Well, she doesn't want to, but she's going to.
Okay. Temple's like, you don't have to. I'll take your things. I mean, the explosive things, not all of your things.
No, I need to make sure. I need to make sure that everything's set up properly.
All right. And so, like, yeah, like, I just like the image of, like, Temil slipping through camp and just kind of, like, finding each of them and just going, like, leaning over and giving, like, a very, like, whispered conversation before, like, slipping on to the next one. And then eventually that night they, like, can slip out. And it's the 3 girls who get shit done party. And
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And so you know, with Keta's guidance, also, you know, they're able to find like, you know, to follow, I guess, you know, they go on ahead a bit to be able to find the lair, and as they get closer, you know, it's easier to figure out, like, where exactly the dragon is coming and going from, because, you know, it probably has, like, some scorch marks along the side of the cave and stuff like that. And Temil has, like, one of the explosives that she's just kind of, like, tossing in her hand. And she's like, okay, well, I haven't lit it yet. It's fine.
Right. So Keta's definitely gonna, like, sneak up to, like, the very mouth of the cave and, like, peek in, and the dragon is definitely there. She's just like, look at the size of that thing.
I really would like to see what kind of stuff it has stored inside there.
Look at it. Look at the size of it.
How did no one notice where it was coming and going from? It's huge.
I don't know, but it's certainly there. Oh boy.
What is
She's just like, you want to sneak in closer and plant some
Yes.
explosives right around the edge?
Yes, I really do. All right.
We get stuff done, but we're not particularly smart about it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Louisa's hanging back and is just like, "What? No, we should.
Hey,
we shouldn't do
Louisa,
this."
Louisa, if it wakes up, set the explosives, and then run.
We've got all the explosives like linked together as well, so like they'll go off like, one at a time, like in a sequence probably.
A very nice chain reaction. We
Hell
can like we'll leave some by the front of the cave, and Temel's just like, "Hey, if it starts waking up,
Just blow it.
don't worry about us. We're gonna be snack food anyway. Set them all."
Yeah, we'll be Dragon Chow at that point. Just blow us all to hell. She gives
my
a wink
God.
and like and a little salute and just like sneaks into the cave.
Temel follows very excitedly, like sneaking.
Louisa's just like standing there, absolutely horrified, and just like, God.
Oh boy.
So yeah, they go in, get some, Temel's definitely pocketing some shit. It's just like whatever she finds, she's just like very easily pocketing. Like, just yoink.
Keta is definitely just like burying explosives around. Like she's doing her best to actually be, helpful to this cause and bury explosives in the ground. And really...
Temel is like picking up like stray dragon scales and, stuff like that. But also some dragon scales, some gold coins, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
I mean, Keta's also pocketing some things.
Yeah.
Like a fancy sword, or like a dagger. Maybe not a sword.
Yeah. So yeah. And then I guess we'll roll to find out what happens with the beast.
Yep.
Yup.
Let's find out if we succeeded or not. God. Oh my God. This is great.
All right.
Alright, so the outcome of the third challenge draw determines the entire quest. If we fail now, the quest is lost. We started with no stones in the pool, add 1 white and 1 red. Add 1 white for each successful challenge and 1 red for each failed challenge, 2 stones total. So we've got 2 white and 2 red right now because we failed 1 and succeeded at 1. And now each player takes 2 red. If your main character is unhappy about the path the Fellowship has taken, hold 1 red stone. If your main character actually wants the quest to fail, hold 2 red stones. Otherwise, hold no stones. I have to think about this for a minute.
Yeah. When we say that the path the Fellowship has taken, does that include, like, I guess the last scene where the path the Fellowship had taken was a bunch of people just snuck into the dragon's cage?
I mean, yeah.
Oh boy, okay. That's not looking good.
Well, I mean, this is at your main character, so your main character's probably pleased with it because she's excited to be doing that.
No, Galen's my main character.
Oh, wait, shit, fuck.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Never mind.
Oh, I just blew my audio out so bad, but yeah, that was the issue.
It's fine. We'll fix it in post.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Everybody ready?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
No.
Oh boy.
So we
I
have 1 redstone from me and Sam and 2 redstones from Mab. Holy shit.
Like, Temel's thought is if this fails, she can just bugger on out of here. It's not her town. She doesn't care.
Oh my god.
So she thinks the easiest way to escape is if it fails.
Well,
Damn.
Oh, boy.
alright.
No offense to Keta. She's great. They were having fun planting explosives together. But,
No.
All right. Each player takes 1 white and 1 red. As a player, do you think the Fellowship succeeded at the challenge? Hold white if yes, red if no. This will decide the entire quest, not just this challenge.
Alright, is everybody ready? Alright,
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. We've got white from everybody except for Kay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's fine.
You've got to live your truth.
It's true. So,
that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red and 4 white.
Oof.
So we'll be rolling a D11. 1 through 4 is white. And that's a 7. So first one is
Great.
red. So now we're rolling a D10. 1 through 4 is white.
Whoa.
That's a 4, so that's white.
Oh, so we
Nice.
lose 1 character but win the challenge.
Yep.
Hey, you know what that
Nice.
means?
Temel got out.
Temel
Temel
got
got
out.
out, but Keta didn't.
Oh, no, wait.
No, I meant lose as in she's gonna escape.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay,
Temel-
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't have to die.
Yeah, no, Keta's fine.
Yeah,
like, I
no.
think,
Okay.
Sorry,
Like-
sorry. It was my angst gremlin.
You're trying to make it
I would
tragic.
never do that to my fun little let's go blow up a dragon buddy.
Yeah, my angst gremlin was rearing its ugly head.
Isn't this isn't fucking
Fiasco.
fiasco?
No.
Please.
I'm just used to every time I've been playing Follow, somebody has to be sacrificed at the end, and it's usually like in a very sad manner, so.
No.
No.
No, Temel just fucking leaves.
Yeah.
While everyone's distracted.
Yes,
Yeah.
Temel
Yeah.
leaves, and I suggest there's like a big confrontation, and the explosions go off, and then the dragon gets crushed in the rubble.
Yeah, I like part of the thing that I really like is the image is like Temel's able to Keta's also great with the pathways in the area and stuff like that. So maybe there's like some kind of like secret little tunnel within the dragon's lair, and Temel finds something that's like, on the dragon in particular, and she's like, "Oh, dude, I super want this," and takes one of her new daggers that she just stole from the dragon horde and like tries to pluck it off. Wakes up the dragon, but they're also kind of like, "All right, well, we're gonna run, yo!" And I think definitely in the confusion, Temel slips away from Keta, who also I don't know if she had any sort of like plan on keeping Temel around, just like I don't know, but just kind of like being able to do that is just kind of like, okay, peace, bye, and she just sneaks away and is off on a new adventure.
Fucking gives her a little salute and there's no reason to keep her around.
Yeah.
Keta's like, oh, later.
Yeah. She's like, I'll hit you up around. Like, I might not be back in town, but like, it'll be great. We'll go on adventures together. I promise you this. Here's my business card. No, I'm just kidding.
Aw.
But yeah, Temel just pieces the fuck out.
Bye.
With a pocket full of gold coins, dragon scales, and who knows what else.
God, that's so valid,
Please
though.
tell me she stole something else from Neo.
Oh, I definitely liked the idea of her being able to take at least one flask and probably some fancy, if he had a fancy bracelet or whatever.
The signet ring
Definitely.
from
yeah.
his
Oh my
family,
god.
or from their family.
Yes.
There's all sorts of fancy jewelry.
She
That's what
definitely
he's stealing.
took a fancy jewelry. And I love the idea of taking. She took one of their signet rings and replaced it with some other fake ring that she had, and just ha ha ha. But yeah, definitely took something from everybody so that they can remember her by.
Nice. I love it.
Amazing.
Louisa, she had left you a few extra coins because
Aw.
she's paying for the stuff that she took from a small business owner.
Amazing. Well, I mean...
Were they Galen's coins that she stole from him? That's up for debate.
Absolutely it was.
Absolutely it was.
Yeah, I mean, Galen isn't surprised that she's gone. He's just sort of like, of course she is. Whatever.
But the dragon's dead.
Galen did deliver the killing blow with a sword.
Did he just walk up to the dragon when it was trapped on the rebel and stab
it? Was already mostly
It was already...
no. It was
no one else has to know.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, the whole, like, army does, like, swarm it. Like, when the cave collapses after they blow it up, like, it's not dead yet. It's angry.
Right. It's angry and trapped.
Neo just throws their bombs from as far away as they can.
Do they hit anything?
Do they hit Galen? Oh, I'm sorry! Didn't mean to do that!
Oh, God.
That would be quite funny.
It's just like a dud bounces off the back of his head.
Yeah.
Or a stone.
Oh, they throw a stone, yeah.
Oh, good thing it didn't go off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love it.
I love
these
it.
Trash children.
We did it. We killed the dragon.
We did it.
We did it.
Yay!
That went better than I expecting.
I know.
Yeah.
From when it all went wrong at the beginning.
Galen absolutely makes somebody, like, cut the dragon's head off and, like, mount it on something. Like, this is a trophy now.
Absolutely. Okay. So, now we do our outros. So, I've been Dora. You can find me on Twitter at HarpyDora, and you can find the podcast at FTLcast on Tumblr and Twitter.
I'm Kay still, and I'm Socrates Nikon on Twitter.
Thanks for joining us. Yay! I'm Mab. You could find me on Twitter at LittleLadyMab. Yeah, that's all.
And I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at SAKalo.
And I forgot to mention, by the time that this airs, we will have a Patreon where you can get access to cool stuff like bloopers and outtakes.
All of the very good doodles that I did during this episode, which are excellent.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
They're great. I wanna see
Archived
more.
live streams, that kind of thing. And you can find a link to that in the show notes. I think that's everything. Shall we clap?
Yes.